Joel here. In this video today, I play Infinite Tower of Hell, or Infinite Towers of Hell, one of the two. And while I play, I talk about a variety of different subjects. I talk about how I didn't know about YouTube stuff when I first got into it. I talked about my thoughts about comparison, about gym culture, then about communication and how, I guess, my struggles and thoughts, opinions about communication. And then I also went on some random rants about books and stuff. So overall, if this is what you're into, people playing games while talking, watch all the way to the end, leave a like to let me know you're into it, and sit back and enjoy. See, the hardest part of what I'm doing right now, and this is my imagination of how hard it is for most YouTubers or content creators or anything of that sort, is you are the content. So coming up with being interesting is part of your job, or at least having something to say, or having something to talk about. Because if you're just sitting there and playing a game, that's boring. That's not content. That's somebody sitting there enjoying a video game. And that's what everybody does. But when I created this channel and stuff, I was thinking, I sit down and play video games a lot, right? But if I can learn to record myself while I'm sitting down and playing games, and this music isn't loud, I need to shut up. If I can learn to record myself while I sit down and play games, then I get more out of it. 30 minutes long? Hell no. Let's do this one. Should be too long. This music's gotta be copyright, right? So that's like a life skill, I guess. And it's not something that anybody really masters, I would say. Learning to do you without any mind for the people around you or what they expect. Oh my god, just fell. What they expect or what they want you to be like. Because that's just you projecting on yourself, right? You don't know what people want. You don't know how they think besides what they say. Fucking hell. God. Besides what they say and all these other things. Never assume you can tell what people think just because of how they act or what they say or what they do. You might have somewhat of an idea, but you don't know the full extent of it. Now, a lot of this stuff that I'm talking about is either going to get edited out or all the long, awkward silences as I'm just playing the game are going to get cut out. And there's another life lesson from Joel. Everything you see online is bullshit. It's edited, it's created for the purpose of other people watching it. So anything you see online, you need to always take with a grain of salt, no matter what it is. Let me give you an example. Gym culture. And if you know about gym culture, about like Instagram reels and people posting their gym progress and their physique updates and shit like that. It's really cool. It's cool to see people are super strong. They're shredded. They look amazing. But all of that and a large majority of it is a combination of many things. Good lighting. Hold up. I gotta lock in for a sec. Ah, fucking hell. This is why you don't talk and play. Back to what I was saying. Gym culture, right? If you are in it, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not in it, you don't know what I'm talking about. But basically, and I'll try to explain this best I can, gym culture is just the community of everybody that is a hardcore gym goer. They go to the gym every day, 1 to 2 hours a day. They're really into working out. Maybe they're even into bodybuilding and they're trying to compete professionally. Or they're just a casual that just wants to get in a really good physique, want to be super lean and take some good pictures and look good and pick up some girls or whatever, right? But you can kind of fall into this trap if you get sucked into too much of the gym culture, where you start comparing and you start looking at all these other physiques because that's all your feed is. You go on Instagram, that's all your feed is. You go to the gym, that's all you're doing. You're looking at other people, right? You start to get into this mindset where all you can think about is, I look this way and other people look that way. and I don't look like them. Either I'm bigger or smaller. But you just get into this mindset of comparison, and it kind of ruins your whole flow, I would say. I mean, sometimes comparison can be good, right? It can be a huge motivator. You're comparing yourself and you keep saying, oh, I'm going to get stronger, I'm going to get better, I'm going to do this, I'm going to get smarter, I'm going to make more videos, I'm going to do blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, you're going to be no happier when you complete your journey, or even if there's no complete, when you finally get to where you want to be, you're not going to be where you want to be. You're going to have some new thing you're going to be chasing. When you are 130 pounds and you get to where you want to be, 180 pounds lean, you're not going to be happy with that unless you learn to stop comparing yourself to others. So, I mean, I guess maybe I should title this video Comparison, the Thief of Joy. I don't know. Comparison sucks. And it's like you need to compare yourself to gain a dose of reality, to know how you fare against everything else in the world. But at the same time, you can't compare yourself worth-wise. You compare yourself logically, analytically, with all worth and who you are as a person detached from that comparison. Because if you detach any small part of that, it's game over. You're just gonna have a bad mindset and struggle and stuff. Let's do the Tower of Ultimately. I didn't read it fast enough. You know what I was thinking too? Reading doesn't necessarily make you more literate or make you think better. I've been reading this book. Well, I gotta give some context now if I just threw out a statement like that. I've been reading this book for like the longest time. And side note, this book, something about this book, I need to get better at reading fast because it's taking me forever. It's okay, to be fair, it is an 800-page book. But getting through it all is taking forever. And I think the problem is that I'm working really hard to read the words, actually physically say them in my mind, and then also imagine them all at once. And trying to learn how to do that fast, really fast. Because if you can do that, right, then whenever somebody speaks to you, whenever you're having a conversation or you're listening to a lecture, you automatically take in the information and imagine it, or at least connect it to something, whatever it is they're saying. At least that's what I thought what would help me improve on if I got better at reading. So I'm halfway in now at this point, and I've been trying to read it every day and just get like an hour of reading a day. But I've been reading this book at least 3 or 4 weeks. I honestly don't remember. It's been a long time. And it's just taking forever. And the thing is, I don't feel like my literacy and my communication skills have improved. I mean, I guess sort of. Right now I'm talking kind of before I'm even thinking, and that's good. But, oh my god! Oh, this game fucking sucks. I think maybe the thing with my book is I just need to give it some time. And also let myself grow up and learn to talk better. Everything comes in time, as I say, and it's not just gonna come to you all at once. Even if you have something you want to get, I really want to get better at talking, you know? Just being able to communicate seamlessly. It's not fucking difficult every time. I feel like I have to piece together or create a fucking masterpiece with my words. But instead just talk and it be easy and simple and fun, actually. That's what I want. That's my goal. We're gonna do T-board and keyboard eating. Did they just say T-board of keyboard eating? This is what I'm talking about. My conversation and talking skills they have room for improvement. That's what we'll say. Why do they place fake bloods? Why do they do that shit? That's so stupid. Oh, so you can't flash it. So you can't do it first try. You gotta be ready for anything. You gotta be ready for the unexpected. Fuck this game. Who knows? For all I know, all of these could be fucking fake. Oh, the lighter colored ones are fake. Oh, the lighter colored ones are fake. Fuck this game. Oh! I'm done. Well, you watched all the way to the end. Good for you. Fuck Tower of Hell. Fuck Endless Towers of Hell. This is a fun game, though. Check it out. It's got a decent amount of active players, too. I don't think we'll be playing it anymore anytime soon, though. Anyway, peace out, y'all.